Stop buying t-shirts with graphics on when you can make your own with a little HTV and a Cricut machine. Let me show you how easy it is to use Cricut's Design Space iron-on t-shirt template.
When I open Design Space, I land on the Home tab, and from there I have options for different templates: blank canvas, vinyl decal, iron-on t-shirt, all the way down to DTF film. I can also get those exact same project templates if I click on New Project in the upper right. And for today, I'm going to click on Iron-on T-shirt. When I do that, I get a pop-up window. Select a t-shirt size. And I can select sizes for men, women, children, baby, or I can create a custom size. And to the right, you can see Design Area Size, and you can change the width and the height. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Men. And when I do, I get an additional drop-down for size, from small to 2x large. Let's say I click on large, and now my design area size is suggested to be 8 by 8. If I click on that drop-down again and click on small, the area is suggested to be 7 by 7. When I click on women, I get sizes for small to 2x large as well, and when I click on, let's say, medium, my medium area is suggested to be 7.5 by 7.5. When I click on youth, this changes size to ages, so ages 2 to 4 all the way up to 9 to 12 plus. And when I click on baby, I get sizes in months, so 0 to 3 months all the way to 12 to 18 months. And when I click on custom size, I can now set my size to what I want it to be. Let's go ahead and click on women and change the size to medium. And that gives us a design area of 7.5 by 7.5, and click on create and see what happens. What happened was it gave me a smaller canvas, which is, if you look at the rulers, 7.5 by 7.5. And it also gave me a preview window to the right, so it gives me a preview of a t-shirt. I can click on those double arrows and expand that to get a bigger preview of that t-shirt. Click the X to close it. If I close the preview completely down by clicking on this X, I can bring it back by clicking on preview at the top. Let's go ahead and add a design to our canvas. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on these balloons. And what happens when I click on them, it drops it onto my canvas, and you get a preview of what this is going to look like on my shirt. If I want, I can grab the corners of my balloons and drag them and make them larger. Then you can see what happens in the preview window, and expand it again to get a larger view. If I close the preview panel down, I have an icon for the layers panel, and when I click that, this is how I open up the layers panel. Let me show you one more thing. At the top, where your project name, if you saved it, would be, I'm going to click on that drop-down arrow next to that, and here is a pop-up window for your t-shirt layout guide. It gives you some options on the left to scroll through to see what your design placement might look like, as well as some links to videos on how to create a t-shirt, as well as iron-on tips and tricks. To the right, this is where your guide is. There's a link to a video as well as project instructions. This is the finished dimensions of your project, a description, another link to that same tips and tricks video. It tells you the material you're going to be using and anything else you might need. It tells you how to prepare your project. So keep scrolling, how to cut it, and then assemble it. Everything is right here for you that you might need. This is a really nice feature if you're starting out and want some help. I'm going to go ahead and close that down. I want to show you one more thing before we actually create a project. I'm going to go back up under New on the left, and I'm going to click on Iron-on T-shirt to start a new project. And I'm going to replace this. I don't want to save it. What I want to point out here is when I click on Custom Size, I can set my size area to what I want it to be, but when I click on Create, what happens? I get a new design canvas in the size that I just selected, but I don't get a preview window. That's what I wanted to point out. If you do a custom size, it's not going to give you preview. Now I'm going to make a t-shirt using Glitter HTV. So from the home screen of Design Space, I'm going to click on Iron-on T-shirt. And I'm going to select women since the shirt is for myself, size medium, and I'm going to leave the default area as is. And go ahead and click Create. Now, I've already uploaded my image, so I'm going to go under Uploads and just select my image and then Add to Canvas. And there it is, and you can see it on the preview. If I want, I can click one of the corners and drag it down just a little bit and size it. Put it in position, and there's my preview. If I click the double arrows, I can see it a little bit clearer, and then close it. I'm going to go ahead and close the preview window completely and open up the layers panel. And you can see this is just one layer. If I cut it this way, it's all one color, but I actually want the hearts to be pink and everything else to be black. So to do that, I'm going to have to slice out the hearts. So I'm going to add a shape, and I'll add a circle, And I will drag my circle down and just have it cover just the hearts, nothing else. Then I'm going to click and drag to select the shape and the design. And under Edit at the top, click Slice. Now on the Layers panel, you can see I have multiple slices. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the circle, move it out of the way, grab the hearts, move it out of the way, delete both of those, and then select the hearts and change the color to pink. Now when I go to cut it, it's going to cut black for the words in the outline and then the hearts in pink. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Make. I'm not going to save this one. And you can see here is the black mat for the stuff that's going to cut in black and the hearts on the pink mat. But for that black mat, because there's text on it, I need to mirror my design. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Mirror on the black mat, and I'll do the same for the hearts. And with black mat selected, I'm going to go click on Continue, connect to my Joy Extra, Continue, and I'm going to select my base material as glitter iron-on. I had a thought. Let's go ahead and cancel this before we cut it. Cancel, yes. And to save myself from having to load the mat twice, once for the black and once for the pink, let's go ahead and click on the pink layer, select the triple dots and click on Move, and then select the black layer and confirm. Then I can grab those hearts and move them down. And now I've got my design that's going to cut in the black at the top, and I know the size of the material I need. And then I have my design here at the bottom for my hearts, and I can tell what size material I need here. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on Continue, make sure I have glitter iron-on selected, and cut it. With the glitter HTV I'm going to put the glitter or shiny side down on the mat with the dull side up. And then I'm going to use a brayer tool to make sure that that HTV is really stuck on that mat well before sending it to cut. And with my weeding tool, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the pieces and parts that are not part of my design. I'm using my HTV Ron Auto Heat Press 2 at a temperature of 320 for 30 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-press my t-shirt to get any moisture out. Using a t-shirt guide, I'll know exactly where to position my design, and I'm going to fold my design in half to find the center point. It makes it a lot easier. I'll cover my design with a Teflon sheet or a piece of parchment paper, whatever I have handy, before pressing. Once that first layer is done pressing, I'll pull it out and remove the backing that was over the HTV from the shirt. And for me, in this case, I used a hot peel. I'm going to go ahead and take my hearts and place them where I want them on my shirt, and then do a second press. And like I did before, I'm going to do a hot peel to remove the backing from the shirt. Now, I did notice a mistake, and that is that a piece of HTV, a black piece of HTV, is sitting in the top right or top left corner, and I want to remove that. So let me show you a trick. I'm going to take my mini heat press and put it underneath the shirt in the exact spot where that piece of extra HTV is located. And then when it heats up for a second, I'm going to take my weeding tool and I'm going to just kind of rub that piece off. You just got to work it for a second. It just takes time for that glue to heat back up, and you can pick that right off. And there you have it. A quick and easy t-shirt project you can make right at home with any design you want. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting.